Sweethearts, and you're live with me, Robert Lee, psychic and medium, known here in Scotland's media as Scotland's flamboyant psychic and Scotland's happy medium. And I'm with you here on Ask the Answer, and I'm with you here on Ask the Answer right through until 10 o'clock tonight. Happy February, everyone. We're just waiting for some people to join us. We are live streaming right now on Facebook, which is really good. We're also live streaming from YouTube, which I know lots of you have been watching on YouTube. We're also live streaming from Twitch, and we're also live streaming on X. And we are going to be live streaming as this year goes on other social media channels like Instagram, TikTok. We're going to be live streaming on all social media channels. And the one I like, guys, is you can actually watch this on Ask the Answer's website. So you don't even need to have a social media page to watch this live stream. You can actually watch it live on the Ask the Answer website. So if you are watching tonight, give me a shout out. Say hi, Robert. I will say hello back to you and let us know what social media channel you're watching from. So if you're watching from YouTube, say YouTube. If you're watching from Facebook, say Facebook. If you're watching from Twitch, say Twitch. And X, say X. I've just dropped my phone. I've been so clumsy in the last couple of lives. Don't know what it's been. So whatever social media channel you're watching from, let us know. So you're live right now for the Love Hour. So this is the late Love Hour, most Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. We're on episode 9, so we've done 9 episodes of the Love Hour. And I also do the Angel Hour on a Tuesday night, so I get a break on a Wednesday night, and I do the Angel Hour on a Tuesday night. It's 8 o'clock. And I was looking back the archives because I thought, I wonder how long I have been live streaming with Ask the Answer. And it was the 3rd of January 2023, believe it or not. Then we had a break, and then we done more Angel Hours after that. So it's roughly been a year, just over a year. We have been bringing you the live streaming service, which is really good, isn't it? So it's just over a year we've been doing the live streaming service now, and we've got another 4 psychics that work on the live streaming service. We've got Anne Scholes on a Monday, who does Ask Anne. We've got Psychic Chat with Sarah and John on a Friday, and guest mediums, and we've got messages from the other side on a Sunday with John as well. Okay, so to get involved with the Love Hour, you can send your texts in. Now, the reason it's called the Late Love Hour is because we look at all things love. We just don't look at, no questions are restricted. Okay, so it's after 9 o'clock, so no questions are restricted on love. We like to keep it clean, we like to keep it tasteful, okay? So, but people do have complicated situations in regards to their love life. People do have expectations in regards to their love life. People do things outside of the box in regards to their love life. So no question is, what's the word I'm looking for? No question, my sweethearts, is out of the question, okay? Don't worry about sending a question in of a juicy nature. I'm not going to get cancelled or anything like that for answering it on the live stream, okay? So do put your texts in that are of a juicy nature. When I'm talking about a juicy nature, I mean, what am I talking about here? Maybe you're having an affair, okay? Right, I'm going to work in a very non-judgmental way. Or maybe you're single, okay, and you're looking to explore new relationships and you're thinking about joining a new group, a new club, okay, maybe you're thinking about joining a certain new website. I'm looking at all these types of questions, okay, right, I'm looking at all questions. No questions are out of the question. And if you're watching live from Facebook right now, guys, I'd love it if you could give the live stream a little share for me to let your friends and family know that I'm live, okay, and they can join in the live. I'll be looking at your questions on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitter, and I'll also be looking at your questions that you send in to the show. Okay, so life's complicated, isn't it? And our love lives can get complicated, right? Hi, Lisa Dean. I hope you're well. I had to put the chat down there to see. Hi Lisa Dean from Facebook, I hope you're well. So life gets complicated, guys. Hi Lynn Anderson from Facebook, and relationships can get complicated as well. Okay, right? I've been reading people's fortunes now for over 10 years. I've been working full time as a psychic for 5 years. This year it will be, that's full time. And during that time, I've worked with people from all walks of life. I've worked with people from all over the country. And when I talk about when I've worked with people from all walks of life, I'm talking about I've worked with people from Scotland. I've worked from people that, you know, work in the supermarkets. I've worked with people and talked to people that are influencers, celebrities, you name it. I've talked to a wide range of people. What that means is I've got experience in working with different people, giving readings to different people and different situations. Okay? And what I want to say to you is, when you send your texts in, which is great, I'll be able to look at it for you in a non-judgmental way. I'll be using my Agony uncle skills, so I'll not only be using my psychic ability, I'll also be giving you advice from my personal experiences with relationships, my in love, and my personal experiences with how I've helped other clients through the years. Okay, right, that's how I work, guys. So it's in a psychic perspective and an Agony uncle perspective. Okay, no question is off limits. All I ask is if your questions of a sensitive nature, or your questions well outside of the box, or your questions are a little bit juicy, you're having an affair with your boss, okay, I ask you to send those questions in via our text service. The text number is running along the bottom of your screens right now. Text love plus your name and your question to 07700 152 500. That's 07700 152 500. If you text the word love, that text comes straight through to me. It's the price of a standard text, okay? Most of us are in packages where we get free texts, whether that's a SIM only, a contract. No, I'm on a contract phone and I get unlimited texts as part of my contract every month. So effectively I can get a free text into the show. That's the way it works. It's really simple. And if your question is of a juicy nature, and I'm doing that because, you know, that's what you say, oh my goodness, I've got some juicy gossip, or oh my goodness, Robert, and I need some advice on this juicy situation. Okay, right? So if you don't want me to say your name out, I won't. So if it's something that's really complicated, something of a sensitive nature, I won't read your name out, but you will know because you're watching the live stream, and I will know. Okay? Right, so get those texts in. Text love plus your name and your question to 07700 152 500. You'll be glad you did. Believe me. Okay? We've got tonight, what props have you got behind you, Robert? So we've got the Lucky Buddha, right? That's me touching it. And we've also got, I don't know if you can see them, but there's the little angel wings at the side. Okay, so I've set the energy up really nice. So we've got lots of psychic energy building up as I'm talking to you, and lots of great advice as well as I'm talking to you building up. So give me a hello, whatever channel you're watching from. I like to make my shows as interactive as I can. Okay, and with February, it's like love month. Okay, my personal opinion is, and I don't know if you think this, but you can let me know in the live stream, we're saturated, right, with love now. A lot of us, what I mean, I need to get my words out here, right? When I mean we're saturated with love, I mean, like, for Valentine's, okay, there's a lot of pressure in Valentine's Day now, right? Valentine's Day is more than a card and making a nice meal. We're saturated with love with Valentine's. There's all these videos out there on social media. The best Valentine's Day, or the best Galentine's Day if you're going out with the girls. You know, all these pictures of hot tub, balloons, spa days, engagement rings. We're saturated, okay, with love. We've got unrealistic expectations of love as well, especially with social media. If you agree with me on that, let me know in the live stream. Maybe you disagree. Let me know in the live stream as well. Do you think we're oversaturated with products to buy for Valentine's? Do you think that February has become oversaturated with love? Okay, right. Let me know in the live stream if you agree or if you disagree with me. Okay, and like what I'm trying to say with that is, do you think expectations of Valentine's Day have went from here to here, right? Okay, Let me know on the live stream, guys. I'd love to see your comments. And also we want to know as well, what's the most romantic thing you have done? So what's the most romantic thing you have done, or the most romantic thing that's ever happened to you? Okay, right. And my controversial one as well. Do you think... Hello, Coral Green. I hope you're well. Do you think, guys, that Valentine's Day has turned into Valentine's Month for the whole of February? Right? Let me know in the live streams the most romantic thing you've done, the most romantic thing somebody's ever done for you, and do you think there's lots of pressure for Valentine's Day in this modern world? Okay, and we're going to look at some of your questions all in between that. We've got lots to get through tonight, haven't we? Okay, we've got a question here from D, and it says, David January, I don't need to say his name, his date of birth. David your message is kind of cut off, Deborah, so I don't know everything that you're going to say to me, but you've put here, out of nowhere, David started cursing me and calling me the most filthy names, and I do mean filthy, my goodness. Okay, I'm not sure what your question is, though, behind it. Let me know if you're on the live stream. Right, we'll go to Patricia. We'll go to Patricia, and Patricia says, I'm still single, but I need to know if I'm on the right path, please. Okay, right, so it's a good question. When we're single and when people are single, they want to know if they're on the right path in their lives. They want to know if they're doing the right things for new love to come in their lives. And I talk about this, I've spoke about it, this is episode 9, and I've spoke about it every week. Every week for 9 weeks, and I'm not complaining about it because there's new people that join. Okay, so my opinion is, and what I think is, when we need to know we're on the right path, we want to question ourselves, is the path I'm on stagnant? Okay, so Patricia, is the path you're on in regards to love, because this is just love we're focusing on here, is the path you're on in regards to love stagnant? Okay, if it's yes, it's time to change the path. If it's no and you feel you're on the right path, it's time to, it's the right time to stay in that path. So what I'm going to get complicated tonight, aren't I? Right, this is going to be one of these nights where I'm overcomplicating the situation. Right, okay, so do you feel you're on the right path, Patricia? The way you'll know if you're on the right path or not, if the path is blossoming, if you're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, maybe you're on a dating website and you've dated multiple people, you've met one, and you particularly like him, you've went on a second, third and fourth date, that's really good, that's really positive, that's blossoming. If you're on a dating website and you've met loads of people and nothing's came of it, you're feeling a bit down about it, you're feeling a bit low in your energy about it, it's time to think about a new dating website, fresh set of eyes, fresh profile, fresh situations to be in. Okay, so it's all measured differently, isn't it? So do you feel you're on the right path, Patricia? I feel you are. I feel like you're meeting new people, you're getting to know new people, you're not putting all your eggs into one basket and not focusing on one man. Okay, so I feel you're on the right path right now. And obviously at some stage you do want to focus on one man and put all your eggs into one man's basket. Okay, obviously at some point, my sweetheart, you do want to do that. I get that. It's not going to be soon. It's not going to be in February. It's not going to be in March, okay? But as we move into springtime of 2024, there's going to be someone that you feel particularly comfortable being around. You've been on multiple dates. It's friendship. It's companionship. It blossoms into a lovely little relationship, my sweetheart. So there is going to be a situation where things start to blossom, okay, with the one man. right? And that's going to be happening in the spring of 2024. It's going to be a nice time that happens as well. So, and that's going to happen through your intuition, okay, your gut instinct, your good intuition. So ask yourself tonight, my sweetheart, okay, am I in the right path? Robert asked me to ask myself, am I in the right path? Okay, looking at it psychically, I feel you are. All right, you ask yourself it, and I feel you're going to meet someone new. You've not met them yet, but I feel you're going to meet someone new. And that someone new you're going to meet is going to be someone that's going to give you unlimited possibilities to move forward in your life's path, my sweetheart, okay? I wish you all the best. You'll need to keep me posted, all right? But that doesn't mean to say, and I mean this in a nice way, that doesn't mean to say you can't have a bit of fun between now and April, right? Still meet up with people. Still enjoy yourself in the month of April, my sweetheart, okay? Until the month of April. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm rabbiting on a little bit there, so I'm moving on. Right. And hello, Carol Green, and you would love a reading, please. Okay, so I'll pull you a tarot card, Carol Green. I'm using my Romany Gypsy tarot cards tonight. So, what's coming in for Carol Green, and what does Carol Green need to know? My hair's getting really long, isn't it? I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I was going for the Matthew McConaughey look, sweeping it all back, but I just don't think it's quite working out. And I keep looking at it in the live stream, but maybe I'll get something new done. We're having a break with the live streams next week, so maybe I'll get something new done to it by the time we come back. So this is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, Carol Green, this is your card. Pentacles, to me, okay, not all pentacles, but most pentacle cards to mean good luck and good fortune. The Four of Pentacles means good luck and good fortune, so there's going to be good luck and good fortune, Carol Green, in regards to your relationship. This is like new love or renewed love if you're already in a relationship, my sweetheart, okay? I feel there's a real love for money for you as well, my sweetheart, okay, right? Because with the Four of Pentacles, it talks about love and money, right? Maybe you love money more than you love... Maybe you love money more than you love men, my sweetheart, okay, or more than you love being in a relationship. Right? Also, my sweetheart, okay, there's good news coming in regards to love in the March of 2024 is what I need to tell you, okay? Right, so a joke aside, new or renewed love, so more passion coming in your love life, especially as we move forward into the next 3 weeks, okay? March is going to be significant to you for good news in regards to love, and there's also something to do with September being significant to you. It could be a birthday, past an anniversary, but I'm getting the 9th month, which is September, being significant if you can confirm it in the life. And there's a real love for money round about you, my sweetheart. I laugh a joke aside, I feel you might love money more than you love being with a man. Anyway, I'll leave all that with you. And thank you very much for joining me on the live stream this evening. Okay, and we're going to go to a text now. That's my cat scratching. Don't do that, please. Okay, this is from Holly. Am I ever going to be settled in this relationship? So Holly, it's a good another good question about relationship. Am I ever going to feel settled? Like, what is making you feel unsettled? Listen, I mean, I know I'll be honest. I do this every week, right? And the people that work behind Ask the Answers scenes will probably confirm this. Every question you send in, I give you a question back. But what you've got to think about is, Holly, why do you feel unsettled within the relationship? So why do you feel unsettled within the relationship? Okay? Why? What's making you feel unsettled within the relationship? Right? You have to go back to your partner and tell them what is making you feel unsettled within the relationship. Have you done that? Communication is key in relationships. And let me tell you, communication is key in all relationships. So when we think like, and I'm not, when we talk about relationships, it's not always necessarily relationships with our partners, or relationships with our wives or husbands. It could be platonic relationships, relationships with our bosses, relationships with our friends, okay? Relationships with family. It doesn't always need to be love, passionate, sexual relationships. Okay, we're talking about them all. So communication's key, right? Your throat chakra. It's key to always communicate clearly, communicate accurately, be assertive when we're communicating, Holly. And being assertive isn't being angry, it's just being assertive, creating boundaries, right? So, from the start of a relationship, if you don't create boundaries, your partner starts to think something is the normal. Okay, so we start to create norms in relationships. So if you always take the bin out and you always take it out, you take it out every night, that's creating a normal. Okay, that's a norm. So your partner says, right, okay, that's what you do. You've always done it. But then one night, you've just got the right hump and you ask them, why do you never take the bin out? Okay, right. These are things that happen in relationships. Okay, that's just an example. I'm not saying that's what's happening with you, Holly, but that's the kind of example I want to use. So we create norms. So sometimes we need to create healthy boundaries by communicating accurately, communicating clearly. So, are you ever going to be settled in a relationship? You're the master of your own destiny. Go back to your partner, tell them all the things that's making you feel unsettled within the relationship, right? And let me tell you, if they're not willing to change it, if they're not willing to, this is just you being assertive. If they're not willing to change what's making you feel uncomfortable within the relationship, my sweetheart, okay, you've got to think, is that relationship for you? You've got to think about your well-being. So when somebody, I'm rabbiting on a wee bit here, but just to cut it short a little bit, when somebody isn't willing to do something for us that makes us feel uncomfortable, that makes us feel anxious, that makes us feel fearful, that makes us feel nervous or unsettled, you've got to think, is this relationship for me? And you've got to think of the bigger picture for your well-being. Okay? Right. So go away, have a think about all that. Okay? Right? Have a think about all that before you make any decisions. Right? It could be that something simple like have a conversation with your partner and they change it instantly. They didn't know you feel that way because you haven't communicated that. You know, you might not have communicated properly how they make you feel, because you've got to remember, and this is quite important. I feel this is very important for everybody watching. Our partners aren't mind readers. Okay, so what we think our partners should know, sometimes they just don't know. Okay, right? And I think it's a poor attitude when you think, oh, my partner should just know that. That's not right. Sometimes we need to point it out to them. Okay? And sometimes people forget as well. Okay, right? So if you've been in a relationship a long time, or you've just started being in a relationship, they might not know, or they might have forgotten. Okay, so sometimes it's nice to have that communication, that little refresher. Not being angry though. Okay? And that's for everyone. Alright, we've got Lisa Dean saying here, getting taken away as a surprise to a hotel night stay was great to relax. I've never had time to myself. Always busy with the boys. I'm single now though. When I was married, I was happy having a lovely meal in the house and relaxing. See, that's nice, isn't it? That's a nice Valentine's. Lisa Dean, you're single now though, so at this moment in time, Lisa Dean, you want a hunky man to come in and take you out on a date. Right? You might even skip the date and go straight to dessert, Lisa Dean. But you can tell us in the live if that's the kind of date you're looking for, my sweetheart, okay? Right. You can let us know in the live, Lisa Dean. How are you feeling right now? Would you just skip the meal? That sounds good, she said. She just wants to skip the meal, so if there's any single man out there tonight, there you are. Right, okay. I'm only joking, of course, Lisa Dean. We've got to do everything safely, right? We've got to do everything safely. Like if we're going out on dates, we've got to let friends or family members know exactly where we're going. Let them know we've arrived. Let them know when we're home. Let them know, you know, when we sneak to the toilet, the date's going well or the date's not going well. We've always got to keep friends or family in the loop if we're going out on dates, especially if we're online dating, or especially if you've even just met somebody in the pub on a Saturday night. We've got to keep ourselves safe, right? Okay. Okay. That's my disclosure for the evening. Okay, Holly. And we've got, oh my goodness, we've got space for questions. That's so unusual on a Thursday night. So put your questions onto Facebook. Oh, I would not on dating sites. I'm not on dating sites or anything, but I would let my family know. I think, Lisa Dean, you're spending some time with your family at the minute, like your boys, bringing up your boys. And I do feel the dating will come back when you feel ready, my sweetheart, Lisa Dean. Just looking at that a little bit psychically for you, I feel that, you know, when you're ready to date and when you're ready to get back out there, you will. Okay, I just don't feel you feel ready right now, and I feel that's a good place to be in your mindset where you don't feel you need to go out and be in a relationship. That's a really secure, safe, and a lovely place to be. Okay, when you're happy being single, it's a secure and lovely place to be, and it's also the right. When we feel like that, it's the right time to invite someone in our lives. Yes, when I'm ready, I will do. Yeah, I feel that. I feel when you're ready to do something, it's the right time to do it. Sometimes we feel forced, and that's what I'm talking about with Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And there's an unfiltered reality. Sorry, there's a filtered reality on Facebook, Instagram, and things like that because people show you pictures when they're out for a lovely meal. People show you pictures when they're holding hands. Look, we're on the beach, we're kissing. All these kind of take pictures, which is lovely. But they're not telling you, oh, we've had a fallout tonight. Oh, we're sleeping in separate rooms. Oh my goodness, our relationship's not working that well. So when we see things like that, especially, and I'm not calling out any influencers or any big people on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. I just feel it's great when we show people the highs and the lows, okay, of our lives, especially when, you know, you're very influential, right? That's me doing the highs, and then that's the lows. Highs and lows. It's just really good to do that, guys. And it's really good. Well, you don't need to put all your business on Facebook or social media, things like that. What I'm trying to say is, here I go again. My angel guide's telling me to move, get the point out. I told you it was going to be one of these nights. I went on a little bit. What I'm trying to say is that don't always just think because, you know, somebody's put a fancy post up on Instagram that their life's all sweetness and roses. Okay, right? It could be. I mean, it blooming well could be, couldn't it? But right, just don't always, you know, focus on your own life. That's what I want to say. So that's the message tonight for everyone watching the live stream. Focus on your own life. Focus on loving yourself. Focus on your immediate family. Okay? Focus on all these things. Focus on people that bring you added value in your life. Okay? And I bet if you do that, you'll have a much better February. Okay? Right? I know February is like love month. But I know if we focus on ourselves, focus on self-love, focus on healing, focus on your immediate family, focus on people that bring you added value to your life and you can bring them added value, and you'll feel a lot better within your lives. Okay, right? I promise you. Hi Tracy Dickey, I hope you're well. So guys, give me a little shout out if you're watching. Hi Patricia, I hope you're well. And I've got space to look at some of your texts if you want to send a text in. And as well, guys, I've also got, what do you call it? You can leave a little message on Facebook and we'll pin it and we'll look at it for you because we've got space tonight. I'm just checking the questions. And we also want to know in the chat, what's the most romantic thing you've ever done? Or what's the most romantic thing that's ever happened to you? So what's the most romantic thing you have ever done, Jacqueline? Or what's the most romantic thing that's ever happened to you? And we've got space for questions. Okay, so Tracy Dickey. So it's all about, it's love readings on the Love Hour, guys. So if you are on Facebook or YouTube watching us right now, that's great. I appreciate your support. But make sure you're putting a specific love question on. Okay? Rather than just like a general reading. Tracy Dickey. So what's coming in for Tracy Dickey's love life? Do you ever have one of those days where you're feeling you're all over the place? That's how I feel today a little bit, actually. I feel like tonight I'm a little all over the place, but we'll get those points across. Okay, Tracy Dickey. We get the King of Wands for you. Nice card. Strong card. King of Wands card. Right? And there must be marriage coming up. Let me know this. There must be engagement or there must be marriage recently. You need to let me know this. Right. And I feel you already have a man in your life. He's an honest and conscientious man. He's mature. He's wise and devoted. Very fatherly. Okay. And I feel that between March and May is going to be particularly good months for your relationship, my sweetheart. Okay. But I need to know in the live stream, did somebody just get engaged or married recently? Okay. And I feel you are in a relationship already. I mean, psychic work's not a guessing game, guys. It's all about, you know, what comes in for you when I look at it psychically and in the cards. But I feel like between March and May is going to be a particularly strong months. We split up 5 weeks ago, right? Okay. And he's talking about getting back together. Okay, right. I feel he must be coming back in between March and May then. Because I feel that's going to be particularly good months. Okay. You can let me know if you're going to let him back in or not, my sweetheart. You can let me know. Okay, right. You can let me know. I'm not one for saying go back. I'm not one for saying to go back, my sweetheart. I feel he's coming back in between March and May because I thought. So you're still talking, you're still communicating. It's not really, it's not volatile or anything like that. So I feel that he's going to be coming back in between March and May and asking to get back together a relationship because I feel he has like wise, devoted, mature, fatherly. I feel like remember I've said it to you, okay? Tracy Dickey, my sweetheart. Remember I've said it to you. Okay. Did we have any more questions on the Facebook? He is my soulmate. I do feel all that, right? I do feel, the way I feel it is looking at it energetically and psychically, I didn't even feel you had split up. So I know you are still, the reason I know that energetically and psychically is because I know you're still communicating on a daily basis. I know that you still want to be together. I know this is just a blip within the relationship, and I know that he's coming back in between March and May, okay? I do know this, my sweetheart, looking at it psychically and from what the Romany Gypsy Tarot is telling us as well, all right? And it's not very often I say that to people. Most romantic thing happened to me, this is Jacqueline McElroy. Most romantic thing that happened to me when my partner proposed to me after being together for 40 years. 40 years, my sweetheart, and then he proposed to you. My goodness, right? That's a long time, isn't it? 40 years. Well, when you know, you know. Even if it takes you 40 years, when you know, you know. Some people should wait 40 years to really find out if the person's the right person for them. Some people should wait that long, my sweetheart. Okay, and I'm being dead nosy here now, but is there any signs that he's getting married? Is there any signs that he's getting married? Let me know, my sweetheart, on the live stream. I need to know. I 100% need to know this. I'm waiting with bated breath. I need to know. Okay, guys, pop your questions on. A lot of you are watching from Facebook, so pop your questions on Facebook. If you are watching from Facebook, give it a little share. Take the word tarot. If you want just me to pull a tarot card for you in regards to love, or if you've got a specific question in regards to love, put it on there. Okay, right? We've got time to look at your questions. We've still got time in the live stream, so pop your questions on there. Get as interactive as you can. Let me know the most romantic thing that's happened to you, or the most romantic thing you've done for someone. Okay? Or maybe you're not romantic at all, just put not really romantic at all. Right? Let me know. Jacqueline. I mean, Jacqueline's question is probably, am I ever going to get married? Right? We'll just check if anybody's texting. I just want to tell you as well, guys, we've got another show on Friday night, which is Psychic Chat. Jacqueline said she's not married yet, she wants to be sure. Laugh out loud. Well, don't wait too long, my sweetheart. Right, okay, don't wait too much longer. I knew you weren't married yet. I mean, if you're going to get engaged after 40, that's so cute though, isn't it? It just shows you that love never dies out, okay, even 40 years later. Right, okay. I think it'd be nice if you went away and get married and just come back and told people you were married, Jacqueline. I think that'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Let me know on the live stream if you've been talking about something like that. Going away on holiday and then coming back married. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Like on the beach. Okay, right. Funnily enough, you asked about a tarot card and we got the world card for you. And I just said, before the world card even came out, I said, wouldn't it be nice if you went and get away and get married? So the world's your oyster. You've got the freedom to go in any direction you want to go in, my sweetheart, okay? And you've got the freedom to go in any direction you want to go in for you and your partner to get married, okay? Marriage to you isn't going to be like success, emotional fulfillment, because you've already got success and emotional fulfillment in the relationship, okay? But you've already got all that. Somebody said, oh, you've been engaged 2 years. Your son's going to arrange it all. I would love for you to go away. Okay, remember I've said that to you, or something very intimate, something very personal, right? I hope that was okay for you. And thank you for joining me. Hello, Patricia Herring. You can have a tarot card, yes. Guys, don't laugh at it, Jacqueline, sorry. Right. Well, they do say it all changes when you get married, so maybe it will change even 40 years later. Right, okay. Patricia Herring, we get the Pope cards coming in for you, with the tarot cards, okay? You're a very deep thinker, right? There must be teaching links with you, if you can let me know this in the live stream. There must be like teaching links with you, please let me know, right? You must love to read as well. You're watching from YouTube, so type in YouTube if there's teaching links. Type in YouTube yes or no, and type in YouTube if you love to read, because I'm seeing lots of books, teaching links. You're a deep thinker. You might even keep a personal diary or a journal. It's also what I'm getting made aware of here as well, like a daily. Journal's an American word, isn't it? Diary is what we say in the UK. Yes, so there's teaching links, yes, right? Do you keep like a daily diary? Do you write a lot of things down? Because I'm seeing here, my guide's putting a diary into my hands and writing lots of things down, okay? So you're a seeker of knowledge, you're a seeker of truth, you're a seeker of wisdom. Okay, how can you bring all that into a relationship? I feel right now you've been limiting your own aspirations in regards to a relationship. So the sky's the limit, and you can take a relationship in any direction you want to take it in, my sweetheart. Okay, right? So the sky's the limit. and you need to set your aspirations higher in regards to relationships. So I know career's going successful for you. I know you put a lot of energy, a lot of time into your career, but are you putting a lot of time and energy to loving yourself? Are you putting a lot of time and energy into relationship and family? Have a think about all that tonight. Okay, the month of May is going to be particularly significant to you. You need to let me know this in the live stream. Is it significant to you already, the month of May, for like a birthday, past, and anniversary? Right? But I do feel the month of May brings good news in regards to family and a family situation. Okay, right, I'm seeing a big circle here in family. Hope that was okay for you. Thank you for joining me on YouTube, and I hope to connect with you again very, very soon. Hello, Deborah, my wee sweetheart. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining on YouTube. If you've got a question for us, Deborah, please pop it on the live stream. Okay, so I was going to talk about Ask the Answer a little bit in between your questions here. So we've got the Psychic Chat show, you're welcome, on Friday night, and then we're off for a week. I'm sure we are. We're off from Sunday the 3rd of February, and we start back Sunday the 10th of February. So we stop on Sunday the 3rd of February with the live streams, and we start back on Sunday the 10th of February. So on Friday night we'll have our last live stream, Psychic Chat, and then for 7 days we just won't have any live streams, so only for 7 days. But keep your eyes peeled on Ask the Answers social media channels. Facebook lets you know, because we create an event on Facebook, it lets you know on the Ask the Answer website, and if you're part of the Ask the Answer emailer for Purple Hearts, you will know when we start the live streams back up. Okay, just because we're not live, so just because Anne, myself, John and Sarah are not live, it doesn't mean we're not logged into those phone lines here at Ask the Answer. So even though I'm not going to be in the live stream, in fact I can only speak for myself there, even though I'm not on the live stream, I will be logged in to those phone lines here at Ask the Answer to take your calls. And I'm sure Anne will be logged in at some point as well. If you check her bio for that week ahead, she'll have some scheduled hours. And if you check John's bio as well, there'll be some scheduled hours. And of course, Sarah's bio. If you check all the bios, they've just confirmed it for me, guys. People will still be logged in. I'm speaking for everyone there, but anyway, I can confirm that we'll all be still logged in and available. The great thing is, right, and a lot of you might not know this, but we all have schedules on our bios that actually let you know when we're logged in. So it's like, when can I have a reading with you, Robert? Well, if you're looking at Ask the Answer's bio, if you look me up and Ask the Answer, right, there's a section that tells you a bit more about me. There's a section that lets you hear my voice. I mean, you hear my voice Tuesday and Thursday, so if it grates on you a Tuesday and Thursday, you probably don't want to read with it, right? And there's a review section, there's a star section. You can have a look at it all. Everyone's got one. And there's also a schedule on there as well that lets you know when I'm going to be logged in, right? So say that you didn't know I was logged in on a Thursday night at 10. So Thursday nights at 10, I'm logged in for an hour. And normally I stay on longer because you keep me busy, so I stay on a little bit longer. It lets you know when I'm going to be logged in. Okay, and that's for every psychic that works here. And that gives you an idea. You go, oh goodness, right, I didn't know that psychic worked at that time. I'm free at that time, I'll grab a reading. And that leads me to the Purple Hearts, okay, which they're going to talk more about in Psychic Chat, but the Purple Hearts lets you pre-queue for me on any evening. So you can pre-queue for me for an hour before I've even started, which basically means you get the first call. So you pre-queue means as soon as I log in, you're going to get the first reading because we phone you back. Okay, right. And it's all done through our automated system. So you can find out more about it, guys, over on the Purple Hearts section and on the Ask the Answer website. It's a good service. Deborah, I'll have a look at your question in a minute. A lot of people do pre-queue for me, guys. And the great thing is, when I'm in a consultation as well, you can also pre-queue for me. So even though I'm busy, you can queue up to have the next consultation. So you're guaranteed to have that consultation with me, because when you queue, I'll still be logged in. So I get a little notification that somebody's queued, and I will stay logged in to take your call. So it's quite good. Okay? Check it all out for yourself. Right? So, I've got a question here from Deborah, and it says, is my relationship over? Okay, I think you must have texted in, Deborah. Right, you said your partner, you can confirm this if this is you. You said your partner, David, called you some filthy names, and you put in the text, you did mean filthy. Was that you that texted in, my sweetheart? Because I think you only get so many characters, and it was quite long-winded. Okay, but we'll look at the tarot and we'll see, is Deborah's relationship over? I'm hearing that song. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Right? I'm not much of a singer, but anyway. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Cups are all about relationships. It's quite a positive card, the Nine of Cups. I don't think your relationship's over, but I feel you're willing to put up with more than maybe what you should. Okay, I'll leave that with you to sink in a little bit, because I feel like even though David said a lot of things to you in the heat of the moment, I feel that he's maybe been, possibly, I mean, my sweetheart, he's possibly been nasty to you more than once. Okay, so maybe you're willing to put up with that. We're talking about norms tonight, you know, and boundaries and what becomes a norm. Maybe it should be a norm. So, you know, maybe you've been putting up with a lot from him. So I feel that you need to communicate clearly and accurately with him that you're not willing to put up with it anymore if he wants to continue with the relationship. Okay, so you need clear and assertive communication. I feel that you could work through the relationship. Of course, we can all work through relationships when we go through rough patches. But I feel that communication's clear. But with the Nine of Cups, it's like a positive outcome. Okay? So that you're going to be overcoming problems, you're going to have more of a positive well-being, and you're going to be winning in the relationship. Okay, but I feel I want you to communicate clearly and accurately with your partner. Okay? That's really important. Right? I mean, I don't like to say too much in a personal note because it's not for me to judge, but if somebody was calling me horrible names, I don't think I would put up with that. But we're all different. We're you know, maybe you're not as sensitive as me, for example. Okay, right? But have a good think about it tonight, my sweetheart. Okay? You've got a lot of food for thought. I can feel it all. I'm feeling all heavy in my head here. You've got a lot of food for thought to think about if you really want a relationship or not. Okay? Did we have any more questions? You can put them on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X. You can put them on there, or if you're watching from the website, you can text them in, or you can text them in anyway, guys, so you can, and let us know what your most romantic thing is that's ever happened to you. Let us know on the live stream what's the most romantic thing you've ever done, and let us know on the live stream as well a question, because we've got space to answer them just before we finish up for the night. Let us know. So tonight, guys, just at 10 o'clock, I'll be logged into those phone lines that ask to answer, where you can have a private consultation with me. You can have a 20-minute phone reading, a 40-minute phone reading, a 60-minute phone reading. I'll leave it all in your capable hands. You can check it all out for yourself over on Ask the Answer. And if we've not got any more questions, we might finish up. Will you be able to squeeze one more question in, guys? Pop your question on there. What do you think of these? The rose here, and then the flower here. It's quite cool, isn't it? And then we've got the envelope up the top there. There'll be loads of them getting sent out in the next couple of weeks. Right. I'll check the texts. Remember, guys, when you text into the love hour, okay, right, I want to talk just a little bit more about it just before we do go. The late love hour is all about, like, maybe you're not feeling loved in your current relationship, maybe you're struggling to get over an ex-partner, maybe you're having an affair, maybe you're not satisfied in your sex life. That's all the types of questions we're looking at. Okay, so bear that in mind over the next few weeks. These are the types of questions we're looking at with the love hour. Okay, so we're not just looking at, will I find, I kind of stopped touching my hand there. We're not just looking at, will I find love? You know, I'm always going to be on my own. We're looking more in depth. So the more you give me, the more I can give you. So the more energy you give me behind your questions that you text in every week, the more energy I can give you every week when I'm here on the show. That sounds fair enough, doesn't it? So we'll be back on, let's have a look. When will the love hour be back on? The 15th. So the love hour will be back the 15th. So we'll have on the 11th, we'll have John. The 11th of February, we'll have John with Messages from the Other Side. Then on the 12th, we'll have Ask Anne. Then on the 13th, Shrove Tuesday, we'll have Robert Lee. Then on the 15th, just after Valentine's, we'll have the Love Hour. So the Tuesday, the 13th is the Angel Hour. And then on Friday, the 16th, we'll have Psychic Chat. Okay, so I'm going to be shooting off, I think, if you've got no more questions, and get logged into those lines in case anybody wants to read them with me. And I will see you all on the 13th of Feb. Bye for now.